Hello everyone, welcome in. Apologies for the slightly late start. Behind the scenes for you, usually when we stream, I have a cup of Milo with me, and because of how rushed dinner was today, it was not ready, so we had to do that. I had to settle down. It's fine, we're all fine, it's all good. But yes, welcome into Rai, as well as anyone who's lurking. Welcome back to City Skylines 2, the first time since we got our computer back. So this is also the first time we've played Punderland. Hopefully smoothly, let's see. Yes, very smooth. Okay, so I don't really know compared to the whole computer whether it's obvious. But I will say City Skylines 2 ran surprisingly well on that computer, given that I replaced it with this current computer, thinking that it wouldn't run like this game. So anyway, welcome back. We are working on Punderland. It is, can you believe it, 8 streams into this series. Our city has grown quite a bit. We are currently in our first city era, I would say. There's gonna be a lot more things as we keep going. But yes, as you can see though, we have some problems, which is right here. Let's see. High resource costs. So I looked at this, I saw this when we ended stream the last time, which is that people are saying that they're having problems getting resources. Hi Ezzy, welcome in. I'm streaming. We did start late, so maybe that's why you didn't get to see it. But it's okay. How was your stream? Hope it was good. I had you on lurk for the afternoon while I was semi-cleaning my studio. Oh my gosh, my studio has just been... I don't know how many layouts I've tried for that space, but it just does not seem to be coming together right. So, the layout has changed again, so my studio's in a mess. And I'm so frustrated by the air conditioning situation with it, because I took up a unit that is, full-length windows. But it's... specifically for the unit I got, they did it the long way, so I have more window versus most other units that have windows, because they did it rectangular, but the long way is facing the window. The problem with that is the building I'm in faces the evening sun, and it gets very, very, very hot. So, and I have a feeling my aircon's not really working properly, even though it's been serviced recently. So it's just a case of the room just does not get cold enough. And so it's so frustrating when you're already stressed in the room trying to move things around, and then the aircon's not cold, not warm, doesn't know what it wants to be. So that's the thing. Hello Sam, welcome in. Oh, impromptu book raid, thank you. That works too, that works too. But yes, okay, so with this city, more problems abound for us, because if we look into this, right, so all of the buildings that are saying that resources are an issue are coming from buildings that need plastic. And this is how complicated it gets. If we go into the city economy, and then we go into production, and we look for plastic, you will find that while we are producing enough plastic, plastic is... oh sorry, this is not plastic. Plastic is made from this orange blob, which is petrochemicals, and the green test tube thing, which is chemicals, which, okay, I actually don't understand why it's saying that, because I have enough of that produced in here. But anyway, we're gonna go along with it and say that we are lacking resources to justify our new development in a different part of town for today, which is gonna be over here in the coast. So I didn't plan on doing this early on, but the whole industry situation, plus the fact that we've got this white elephant of a subway line, this, oh my gosh, you can't see it. This line, which has been annoying us for the last few streams as well, mean that I want to force the issue out and solve it by creating demand here. So we have out-of-town commuters who have to travel into town, basically. Need blinds, block out curtains. So what we did was we got tinted tint, yeah, window tint film, which sort of helped, but because of how strong and how direct the sun hits the building, I feel hasn't rectified the issue. So what I got today, after going back to my studio and looking at it, is these reflective, they're not film, you paste them onto the window, and they are a slightly thick foam with reflective material on it. So once you put it on the window, it's supposed to reflect out heat. So If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna go all out and get like blockout curtains as well. Because right now I do have curtains, but they are not the super thick kind. So they're supposedly blockout curtains from IKEA. But it's more for light, not so much for heat. But we'll see, it's fine. That's just the perks of living with climate change, everyone. Okay, but so over here, this is gonna be the new area we're working on, right? And I've always envisioned this becoming the industrial area. The reason being, if we look at the wind situation here, so you can see how the wind is actually blowing out of the map, and technically in real life there will be more land here, but this is where the map actually ends. So I was thinking, put all of our heavy industry in this side so it doesn't cause problems to the rest of the city. And then because it's next to the water as well, we can have it so that the cargo harbor is here. And then realistically, if this was a city in real life, you would probably have a town next to it to provide population for the workers. So that's the plan. So like industrial area, harbor, and then this will be a coastal town, or like a harbor basically. And on this side, we will have a passenger harbor, which is... Oh, do I have it? Yeah, okay, so we'll have like a harbor town. I don't want it to be as high-rise as, say, this part of the city. It will probably be medium density like this at most, mixed with some low-rise, and I would like it to have a bit of leisure space or like low-rise places, but we will see what happens. There's gonna be like land reclamation as well, because I feel that it's not enough space. So we shall see. Okay. Sounds fun. Let's see. What I thought I would do as well is actually also bring you along on how I like tend to plan new areas. So we got like, you kind of saw it when we first started the city, but this is sort of showing a new like district and how I would add on to it. So if I bring up... Oh, I didn't actually plan for this. Sorry, we are too busy making our Milo that I didn't save it. Hold up. Where is it? So remember, like, if you were around when I did that whole drawing of the metro map thing, that's what I'm trying to show. I just need to bring it up so that we can see it. In the meantime, how is everyone doing? What have we been playing games? Well, I mean, clearly, if you've been streaming, that has been game time, I guess. But for those of you who haven't been streaming, have we been playing any games? I've been prompted by Steam once again that it's currently the summer sale, so that's fun. Okay, let me do this. That should solve it, I think. And then downloads. Sorry, this is taking a lot of like moving around of stuff. There we go. Okay. So if I do window capture of this, if we bring it up, there we go, ta-da! So this was one of the earlier city diagrams that we drew up. I think one of the first few streams, showing the plan for where the subway could go. Ignore the pink line, I kind of changed it a bit. And then, yeah, so this kind of gave me a sense of where I would plan my developments with the subway stations in mind. So, and then in between last stream and this stream, I did this as well, and I've been staring at it on the bus home, which is extending out that current diagram over to this side. So as you can see, with the new coastal town area, right, we actually have quite a few subway lines that can extend out to here. In particular, the red line, which we will focus on today. So that will definitely extend here by the end of today's stream. We also have a few other subway lines as well as regional train lines. So this white line is the regional train line. The regional trains are supposed to provide faster service, so there will be fewer stops in between. So that way you can choose, like, do you want a faster service to go around, or do you want like more intermediate stops? And that way, these subway stations still serve like the remaining land in between. And then the other lines come in because ultimately you would want access for residents here to travel to both this current city, but also remember we mentioned that this is going to be the second city, so that's where the blue and the ruby lines come in. Ruby specifically for, I do not know her name, the one in Wicked, Dorothy something. The Wizard of Oz, something about that. Yeah, and then like I kind of drew out as well where we could potentially reclaim. But this was just a draft idea. Now that we're here actually on the computer, I want to do it again so that we have a like more zoomed in version of that. Okay, so if I come into here, and let's stick with that angle because it was easier for me to visualize. And we go in all the way here. Okay. Let's see. Did you say Milo? Yes, I did. So usually, I have a cup of Milo with me while I stream. Australian recipe Milo, but I don't think made in the way the Australians make it, because I don't do that clumpy thing. But it's just like a warm cup of Milo, just to accompany me. It never stays warm, is what I will say. Oh, I can't do that thing. Okay. Okay, so this is the map we're doing. As you will fire up City Skylines, lovely. Your Star Fort thing's going. Azzy and you played Planet Crafter today. I was not awake today. Definitely, so that one's a bot for me. Vehicles, do you know roughly when? Or I'll have to like just watch till that happens, I guess. I heard something about, like I was lurking towards the end, I think? No. What was it? Someone was putting up 8 of something. That's all I remember from my like limited time being half awake. So other than that, I will catch up for the rest of it. Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. Yes, thank you. Clumps are what makes... That's the thing. Okay, I feel like the way that I'm like hearing how it's made in Australia, Milo then becomes more like a dessert to me. It sounds like a dessert more than a drink. Whereas I drink it just to have some like something to drink, you know? So... I don't know if I'll do the clumps, but we have a specific variation of Milo here called Milo Dinosaur. Actually, hold on, let me switch off all of these first. And then bring up, while we're here, Milo Dinosaur. There we go. So, this is Milo Dinosaur. So it's Runaway Rye. This is iced Milo with Milo powder on the top, and then you get a spoon to eat it with. And it's readily available around Singapore. It's, to me, this is a diabetic nightmare. And so when you start saying clumps and stuff in your drink, I'm like, oh, it reminds me of this drink, and I can barely drink this drink. So there's also another version called Milo Godzilla, which comes with ice cream on top. I've never tried this one, because this one sounds like I will actually die. Is it whipped cream or ice cream? I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my friends. But yeah, so... yeah, there's all of this, basically. And that's why I cannot bring myself to actually add clumps to my drink. Okay, anyway. Where's our drawing? Here we go. So, let me bring up... Lately, you've been putting Milo on your bananas as a dessert. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. So, like, is it a banana split or just a banana? Am I the Wizard of Shrams? Half Milo, half milk in a glass stirred together. And is the milk cold or hot, Sam? Cause, oh, I'm guessing is that why y'all are saying clumps? Because if you don't use hot milk, so it doesn't fully dissolve and that creates the clumps. Yeah, that sounds... I will let... Whenever I visit Australia or whenever any of y'all visit me, I will let you make it so that I get the authentic correct version as the first time I try that variation of it. Because I'm not sure, hearing it, that I will survive. Okay, anyway. Let us go with this map while we discuss Milo ethics. So... what I will do is forecast that we will extend the road, the land about here. So at the moment, I am referring to the draft that I drew. But obviously once we actually go into the game, I will like adjust it accordingly. So let's say we're reclaiming about this much land for the, like the town. Because there's going to be a highway here. So the town's this side, the industrial is this side, right? Okay. Just the banana, you peel it, put it in a bowl, and sprinkle with Milo. Interesting. Okay. I feel like with ice cream, that sounds good. Milo and ice cream also sounds good. I never have actual scooping ice cream to do it. Because we don't have much space in our freezer. We have a really old fridge that's actually meant for like maybe 2 to 3 people, but we are a 4-person family. So we never have space. So we always get ice cream sticks. Milk, they'll F up the Milo. Oh my gosh. Hello, Riley. We are late indeed, yes. I was late because of Milo. I feel like every time we talk about Milo, Riley comes in. And then we'll have to be like, this is what Milo is. Okay, hold up. So, let me get the train line in first. So it would come in from about here. So I'm just estimating, right? And what I'm thinking is the train line will intersect the town like this, right? And obviously we'll have to turn a bit because it's coming from that side. But it will have 2 stations, I'm thinking. So maybe one around this side of the town, and then another maybe over here. I don't actually know the scale of what we're working with. Yeah, so that's about a kilometer. So let's say that makes sense. And at each of the nodes, okay, actually, and it will keep going this way. Because I'm envisioning that if we reclaim more of this land as well, the harbor will be on the other side. So harbor can be maybe like here, let's say, and so that's where the train will go. The train will also stop here as like an interchange point. And then with these 2 nodes, right, I do want the subways to interchange with it, so it makes sense for people to transfer. So the red line, as per my drawing, comes in from about like here. We will confirm the route eventually, but let's say it comes in around like this. And I actually don't know. Okay, the red line might change, but let's just say it draws like that first. You're up an hour early for work every day. Oh my gosh, Riley. Shall I stream every day then? You've got ride tomorrow and Thursday, so that's fine. Maybe I'll stream Friday, and then you'll be fine. You'll be settled. Have fun at work, Riley. We appreciate it. Thank you for the keeping of your stream up. You wanted to rate to me? Oh no. Did you rate anyone in the end, Azzy? Or did you just give up? Please tell me you at least rated someone. Okay, so we've got the red line. That's definitely gonna happen. And then we've got... Now this is the line that I'm not very sure about. It's the... Oh wait, okay. That was my other drawing. So the blue line, yes. The blue line will go this way. And it... Oh, let's not use this blue, because you can't really see it. Let's use this one. We'll go this way, okay? And then just assume that this goes towards the second city, right? So that goes towards second city. Red line goes towards the first city. So that covers 2 potential travel patterns. The blue line will continue this way though, along the coast, to support all of the developments happening on this side. And it will go down towards the industrial area. I wish I had like a drawing pen thing, like an iPad, maybe. Okay, so that settles travel towards the industrial area. We also have... Let me see. The ruby line intersecting this way. So that way we're creating a little bit of like a cross pattern where it covers every... Oh my gosh. Thank you, Azzy. Oh, hello, Karina. Good morning. Welcome in. How are we doing today? We are doing good. Oh my gosh. I have a very on-brand story to tell about what we did this weekend. Which relates to trains. Oh my gosh, but I was so happy that like... with what happened. We'll finish drawing this first, and as I'm building. Okay, so Ruby goes towards that way. So you can see there are quite a few interchanges throughout the town area. If I do grey, highway goes this way. So like, I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but we'll say that. Okay, and then Ruby goes up towards, I don't know where yet. It probably also go towards the second city. So let's just say that way. Okay, that's a terrible way of writing too. And then yellow. Okay, yellow doesn't actually go into town. Was that even yellow or orange? I can't tell. I think it's orange. Okay, but supposedly an orange line is supposed to go somewhere from here into the industrial area. So that one's like an extra point, I guess. Then we have purple, which, according to my plans, will come in from around here, cut through this part of town, so that there is connections there. Although my blue is actually a bit too far in. So I know this might not make sense for anyone. It's just, in my head, I like to think through where the lines are gonna go so I know what to build. Okay, there we go. So that should be where 2 goes. Purple will go through like this. And then there is supposed to be a pink line eventually. I'm not gonna draw that one first, I think. But it's supposed to go like that. Or actually, no, not like further down, I think. Let's just say it's that first. Okay. You're so tired you could sleep for 100 days. Oh my gosh, that was me yesterday. So I slept a bit earlier than I usually do. So here's the thing, right? When you think about, because I don't think Amazon does something like this, but in Asia and stuff, right? So Southeast Asia is one example, but it kind of affects everywhere in Asia. Our shopping platforms and stuff are a little bit gamified in the sense of they give you, like loyalty rewards and vouchers for like if you spend on their platform. So in Singapore, our platform's called Shopee, and there is this kind of like membership tier thing, right? So depending on how much you spend in a given quarter or given, I think 6 months, they will actually reward you of like, oh, for the next 6 months, you have this number of vouchers every month that you can use on our platform to save money, or you'll get like next day delivery free, stuff like that. Right? And so for my business stuff, I've been buying stuff on this platform because my material was just available there, right? And when you use vouchers, it's cheaper. So I started using all of that. So with those business expenses, I started to accumulate enough points to get the highest like membership tier, which is platinum. So it's like regular member, silver member, gold member, platinum member, right? And for this like half year, I guess, because it was from 1st of January to 30th of June, which was yesterday, I accumulated like enough to almost hit platinum again for the next 6 months, but I was $20 short of the minimum requirement. So having sat here and being like, okay, I mean, I already got so close, I might as well just let it hit and then never do it again, because I don't intend on spending so much. So I decided to buy some things that were gonna deliver on the same day, because the way they count it is that if you don't say that your order was received before that cutoff point, it doesn't count as you spend the money. So I needed the item to arrive on the spot. I wouldn't normally rush it, but it was like, okay, fine, we'll buy something, even though it's a bit more expensive and like stuff I didn't actually want. I got skincare in the end because I'm going on a trip, so I was just like, we'll bring it with me. And so me here at home, like in my room at 9 PM at night, was ready for bed. I was just like so sleepy, ready to sleep, but my order hasn't arrived. And so I was just sitting here being like, can you show up please? I want to sleep. And then in the end, it hit about 10 PM and I was like, okay, no, I will just ask Mr. Partner to do it for me. So I let him log into my account and was like, as long as you see that it says it's been delivered, just help me say you've received it and I will thank you another day. And so he was like, okay, yes, so like we did that. I went off to sleep. 10 minutes later, my phone goes off and it was plugged into my Bluetooth speaker, so it was really loud, being like, call from this person, call from this person. I was just like, what is happening? It's probably my order. And turns out for same day delivery orders, they need you to sign like that you received the order. So I couldn't sleep anyway. Oh dear. Usually they'll just leave it, they'll dump it at our door and leave and not even tell you. So that was what I was expecting. But anyway, yeah, so that was settled. We got the tier in the end. I do have my vouchers for another 6 months, but never again, because it's so much money to spend. Oh dear. Okay, how did I even end up on this entire story? Hi Misty, welcome in. Good morning. Can train tracks go on the roads or is it just next to... Oh my gosh, okay, Misty. Sorry, we're gonna go jump from the map, right? This is one of the amazing features of City Skylines 2 versus City Skylines 1. If you've not tried it, for all of you who have played, or like who are playing City Skylines, right? So if you take a subway line or a train line, for example this, right? And you page up on top of a road, you see this? It can actually go on top, which is crazy. I think I can even do like a double tier. No, I can't do a double tier, but you can do one tier. So it automatically adds it. And unfortunately, there are no stations that can be... Wait, can you? No, you can't. Okay, I was gonna say like... There's no actual stations that will let you place it on top of the road yet, but your tracks can go on top of the road. So, that's lovely. Yeah, and I think that applies to both normal roads, normal tracks as well as roads. So you can do this for like roads. So in case you didn't know that, have fun exploring. That adds a lot of possibility. So, yeah. Okay. It's a new feature. I love... This is once again the reason why I love like what they added to City Skylines 2. Is that you can do stuff like this. Okay.
Yahoo!
Oh.
Wow.
Yahoo! Thank you. How appropriate for the mood. Okay. But yeah, so let's go back to our map. So, highway is gonna be there. Now, specifically for this area, right? We saw what we did with Live Daughters, where I started to kind of plan more pedestrian-friendly layouts instead of focusing on roads first. So I kind of want to do this for the coastal town, is to focus on like creating an area that makes more sense for pedestrians first. Straight away, right, when it comes to this layout, this highlighter doesn't really work. Okay, let's do this. So this entire stretch, like along the coast, obviously will be pedestrian like focused, so people can walk along the entire like waterfront. But I do want it to work in a way where you could technically walk from the waterfront all the way to the nearest train station. So like this, and I'm not sure how I want to add this yet, but I'm wondering whether to make this also a walkable area. Cough cough, you feel sick again? Oh no, it's okay, take the day off, Misty, play City Skylines, it's fine. Hello Muhammad, welcome in. In your coastal city, make the tram line on the sea border and also build a park-like beach. And also add paths for citizens to walk on. Yes, okay, so that's along the lines of what we're doing. Oh, I didn't think about a tram actually, maybe. Because there will be gaps, let me see. There will be gaps with our system, for sure, as we saw with the rest of our city, right? So, if I do this page, and let's say... Ooh, but the tram should go along this way. Yeah, okay, it's possible. We could say, like, the tram does this. So it does a bit of this, and then there will be a gap here. At this rate, I'm just drawing lines. It's, like, just gonna overlap on everything. Does he hear our messages? He does indeed. He does indeed. There we go. Tram. Is there a reason you need 20 million elementary schools and only a few high schools? Oh, because the game's poorly designed. That's why. I don't like that mechanic of this game. The school numbers. Because the way I built my university is that... Like, do we see how I have this entire campus-like thingy? And then I've reserved space to build even more. Because to me, a uni feels like it needs to cover this much space, right? But I'm actually way over what I need for my city. Even if we start building up the city, it's not going to hit 21,000 easily. So there's some mechanics in this game that feel kind of not quite like how you would play in real life, but we'll just go with it. But yes, the elementary schools are annoying. Like, that's why I have all sorts of random schools everywhere to kind of cover that, you know, if we do vanilla. You wish you could? Because it made you want to drop everything and go play city. Just drop it. Drop it, Misty. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Do you need a medical certificate? I'm actually very curious. Okay, because in Singapore, this is a very, like, just universal thing, right? Which is, like, when you have to take a day off work, you don't just get sick leave. You have to actually submit this thing called a medical certificate, which you get from your, like, doctor. So it can be a GP, it can be a polyclinic, as they call it here. That's like public healthcare. And so, but when I see it online being discussed, it seems like that's not an actual thing elsewhere. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, is that a thing? Hold up. You just want to advise me what happened to you yesterday in the same game? You built a coastal city and made its roads big. 4 roads in more than one direction and the road stopped. Oh, as in like traffic jams? So there's some things to know about the game, which is that when you create a new district, there will usually be a traffic jam, and that's actually just people moving in more than anything. So for us, we had that problem when we were starting up I don't have a name for this area, but like basically the first area of our city. Now, we barely get any traffic, which is actually maybe a reverse problem. Because it's like I have such large roads and no one's using them anymore. So let's see what happens for today's city when we start building into it. Okay, but yes, so... But I don't know, I just don't want... I want to try building up an entire district area that is less road focused and more pedestrian focused. So we'll see what happens. Fully expect traffic jams though for today. Okay, but let's say... Let's see. I might do... Okay, so if we're going with this first, right? Let's say the greenery goes like this. I will put greenery along this rail line because it'll be elevated. Hello, Granny. Welcome in. Welcome to planning at our new coastal town. New coastal town where we're trying to do pedestrian nice zones. Okay. Let me think. Sorry, this is all very rough. So if you don't understand what's happening or it looks like a mess, don't worry, I will actually draw it in the game. I just need to plan it in my head. Okay. Pedestrianization can go like this. I do want to park somewhere. I haven't decided where to put it. Probably... Okay, you know what? I'll leave the park. I'm not sure where to put it yet, but I will put it somewhere. My chart is very beautiful, thank you. Can you explain what the colors are? Okay, so most of the colors are train subway lines. So red, blue, ruby, purple, orange are all subway lines. These, like this mint green, is land that I'm intending to reclaim. And then this lime green are like pedestrianized areas that I'm planning. This extra color is the tram that I'm thinking of putting down, as per your suggestion. And then this pink square is where I'm planning to put a passenger harbor. And then was there any other colors? Oh yes, okay, white is regional rail. Sorry, so many colors, I'm sorry. I hope it makes sense. How are we doing today, Granny? How was your day off? Oh my, wait, how do I... Oh, my map is like not centered anymore. Okay. So, there is that. I do want to put more interesting recreational things, is what I will say this time round. Because we've got the assets, and it's like a new town. I don't really want it to just be city for city's sake again. So, like, we'll see for that. Okay. But yeah, so we've got that. This is the space that we have. Let me... How much do we reclaim? Okay, I'm gonna try and reclaim at least the border of it. Oh wait, actually no, step 1. We need to unlock spaces. So, we have 369 squares to unlock. So, if I bring in this area, let's say this bit. Okay, and at least enough of this to cover up to here. That's... Oh, we actually still have quite a lot. 8 million. Okay, thankfully I've been leaving the city running. So we've got about... let's see. How much can we actually do? I feel like we can do quite a lot. Can I do up to here? 16? Let's do up to here. We can afford it. 20 million! For... This is what it feels... Is this what it feels like to have money? Because I don't relate to this in real life. Okay, we'll pay for it. There we go. So much more space. Let's save. No problem, the plan is beautiful, thank you. I think everyone will go to the sea and leave the rest of the cities. I hope so, because we do need people to actually take our subway, which is the problem I have right now, is that no one's taking my subway. But it's because we've been centralizing so much of our efforts on this area. So people aren't moving. You're gonna put the stream on your TV so you can try to do stuff. Yes, Karina, no worries. Yes, please get food at the very least. And then maybe things will be better. It's been freezing. Wait, it was good apart from the crazy weather we're having. I still can't get over the fact that 2 weeks ago, all of you Aussies were saying that like it's 30 degrees, very hot, and then now it's like 4 degrees. That's crazy. How do you provide food to the shelters? Oh, as in the game, is it? I actually don't know, because I don't have the disasters on. Oh wait, how do I check that? Load game. So under map options, this is what you have that's allowing that, right? I've not done that. So I feel like there should be... Let me read this. Massive shelter that... If I remember correctly in City Skylines 1, it should automatically add the food. So yeah, I don't know if that's still the same way it works in this game, but I've not tried it. The chooks are okay for now, but the weather will get worse tonight. Oh my gosh. Bring them in. Just let them sleep in your house. Is it a safe subway? Maybe has safety issues. Does Fletch know? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Fletch does not live in the city at the moment. She gave up, apparently. She claimed that there was a mythical island away from this city where life is better, and so she left. We saw a hot air balloon fly away once and never saw her again. So, not sure. So, okay, but let me start with this first, right? So, I don't really want to focus too much on cars, but we do need to do like a highway access point. Because this is a vanilla series, I'm not going to build our entire noodle interchange. I'm just going to like delete whatever is given to me, and we'll add a pre-made one. So, like all these roads and stuff came with the map. And so, if you were here last time when I was playing Montai, and you saw that entire 6-hour noodle exchange situation, you don't have to do that with vanilla. You can actually just use one of these. Ta-da! Right? And so actually that's not enough space. So that clover leaf is huge! Okay, so that's what it will look like if you just use a pre-made interchange. If I do this. Ta-da! How easy! It's better not to activate it like you after you build entire city a hurricane comes. That is why I can never activate it. I cannot bring myself to do that. That is a beautiful... Oh no, Granny, as in the one I just bulldozed. It's okay. That came with the map. It came with the map. It's okay. And anyway, we replaced it with a nice one. So that's okay. And then I'll do... Oh, actually, yes. So in the long run, I do want this highway to be elevated. Because I don't really like how highways disrupt people's connections. You know, like if you live here and you want to get here, and then there's a highway in the way, it's kind of annoying. So at some point, if we elevate it, that would be nice. But it's okay. For now, I will just create enough of an interchange, or like enough of a connection where it functions. So, just so that the city still works for now, I guess. There we go. Oh, actually, hang on. Sorry, I didn't see Azzy's post. The bus jam. Oh my gosh, wait, so what was the message that you said? Sorry, I glanced at it. You posted a pic of my bus jam and... Oh, okay, yes, literally just like that. Save, copy image? How does Rai do that thing where she drags it into a browser tab and then shows it? This. There we go. Okay. Display capture. Look at this. This is Azzy City with multicolor buses. That looks lovely. That doesn't look quite like that much of a jam to me. It feels like a nice little mishmash of colors. It's like your fairy bread. It's just different sprinkles on top. Not quite jam, more fairy. Pre-made 3-second noodles. Yeah, it's the instant noodles, everyone. You never gave a thought to elevating your highways and roads. I like it because if you elevate your highways, assuming this is what we did, right? You can actually allow people to just keep walking underneath. Like, you can just put a pathway underneath, people can go across, and it doesn't intersect. Like, it doesn't divide up your city. Obviously, it costs more. That's kind of what I like. You haven't unlocked the interchange yet. Oh, Granny, you have to do that manually, by the way. If you haven't done it. So it's here. So if you do want to use them, just know that it's under the, like, the one that you have to go and click yourself. It's not gonna be like a automatically unlocked thing. That's one thing that I feel like they need to explain better for people who are learning this game. Is that a lot of things won't just automatically unlock. Like, you have to go and click them. Yeah, so have fun if you're gonna build highways. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's not exactly aligned. We'll work with it first. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and then we'll go here. Like this. And like this. Okay, and so if I press play, it should at least function for now. Yep. So our 3-second instant noodles. You catered 3-lane roads. Oh yeah, that's the one that came with the intersection. You have 4 lanes and 5 lanes for city entrances. We'll see if we need it, because my plan is to gradually develop the area. So I'm hoping that by staggering development, I won't have to use like overly heavy roads. Although one thing to consider is that we are going towards an industrial area. So for this side, right, this might be where the road goes, but I could add another interchange here to solve that. Let me see. Also wait, did Sam say something? You're lurking and moderating Dinkum Discord. Oh yes, because there's been an update, right? I saw that the UI thing that I noticed on stream has been fixed. So I haven't actually logged into Dinkum yet, but hopefully that works. Thank you, James, for fixing the UI stuff. Okay, so if I... Wait, let me... Ooh. Let me add my metro line first. I feel like the way I'm trying to develop my city with pedestrianization, right? It's easier for me to visualize where the metro line goes before I can actually, like, plan my roads, which is very counterintuitive, I feel, versus... Oh, actually, wait, no. Sorry. We're jumping everywhere today. Terraform first is what we need to do. Okay. You have to click them to activate. It's just like getting licenses. Is that what they call it? Hold up. I need to see. It's called... Development. It's called development points. So will we count that as licenses? Because I have the... it's not that I need to develop a skill to get it. It's just... It's limited. Have I recovered my... Oh my gosh. So for those of you who didn't see yesterday on Azzy's stream, Azzy does these mini-game stuff on her streams, like on her Dinkum streams. And so yesterday's one was about... What do you call it? It was fit or miss, right? Where it's a dress-up game and like you're given a prompt and Azzy has to create something that matches the prompt, and then chat decides whether or not it was a fit or miss, right? And so for yesterday, like while I was in between doing... I should say, by the way, it was so distracting. I was half doing work and I decided to make one snarky comment and then it became an entire thing for half an hour and I completely lost productivity. I said Fletch chic for the, like, my idea, right? Which is to dress up as though you were Fletch. And then Sam was all like, oh, what if we dressed like how Ash would dress if he went on a date with Fletch? And as per any sort of poll that involves other people, everyone likes to choose the one where a person is involved, and so therefore it became that option. And so what Azzy... And I loved how Azzy went with it. It's like, so you did the whole formal dress thing to simulate me bringing Fletch to a funeral parlor, and I completely approve of that direction. So that's like... I will say one thing though, I feel like as per people in my chat, which again I don't understand it, but we'll embrace it, probably some visible knees would have been required for people to be appreciative of the idea, but I think we were close enough. So it was more the location of the date, yes. And then the fact that she just disappeared. Like, she didn't even need to go up in flames before she poofed. She just stood outside. How are the areas that you create? Do you define an entire city with its length or just for creating small or large areas? I usually do... So you know what you saw earlier with the diagrams? So I like doing this sort of thing, where it's not specific sizes of cities or like the areas, because I find the scale in City Skylines is hard to estimate for it. And when you're working on a screenshot, like what you think is a certain size ends up not being that. But I will kind of look at a map from the top down, like take a screenshot of it, and then start roughly imagining where I would have certain things, right? So Once I decide on where is the city center, it's like, where would the grand train station be? Where would the university be relative to that station? Would I want a stadium here? Would I want the offices here? And then that's sort of where I start to develop. So, like, if we look at this is what we ended up doing. So each of these little like spaces actually has a plan for how we're going to use it. So like my main shopping area is going to become over here. I just haven't built it, right? Another thing that I find that helps me plan is when I draw the metro lines. Typically, metro lines are about 1 kilometer apart, right? And so when you start trying to overlap lines and stuff, it would naturally sort of form its own grid of like, oh, okay, this makes sense for a distance between each stop. And then like, oh, if there are more lines intersecting in this certain area, I guess you can develop higher density stuff. So like these interchanges kind of suggest I should put more things here, that sort of thing. And then like the main city has a lot of interchanges. That's sort of what I use to like help me plan. And then I go into the game and oh, sorry, wait, sorry, I realized they didn't have the window capture on. So I was pointing out here, so this has an interchange, so like there will be more development here, and then this part has a lot of lines, and so this to me would be the city center, and then there'll be like developments around it to support that. So yeah, I feel like a lot of this comes from the fact that I live in Singapore, and oh, we had this recently announced, by the way. So there's this open source thing that it's available, like it's public information, which is we're here on the maps again, everyone. So this is our like portal by the Urban Redevelopment Authority, right? So the ones that kind of care about how they develop our city. If I click on this was announced like last week, I think, which is the draft master plan, which shows every single zone of like, oh my gosh, I did it again. Here, okay. Every single zone of like how this country is going to be planned. So I feel a lot of it came from this. So if we zoom in, let's say, okay, so this is Marina Bay. This is the main city area, and you can see how like they've planned. So this entire white zone area, most of it has not been built. Or actually no, this bit hasn't been built. But they've already planned like, oh, this is going to become a residential with commercial at the first story. The white zones are multi-used, so it could be a residence, it could be an office, it could be a shop, it could be a hotel, like all sorts of things. And in this update, they actually, what was the main thing that they mentioned? I think they were saying something about how there's going to be a development here. Can't remember. Somewhere. And then all the way over here, one recent change they did versus the previous master plan. So if I click on like 2019, you can see how they've confirmed that they want to turn this entire piece of land next to a reservoir into housing. And so every 5 years, they will do something like this, and it plans for the next 10 to 15 years. Like here as well, this is the aerospace park area. They've confirmed that they're going to use this piece of land to like make this heavy, what was it called? Business 2, which is like factories and stuff. So yeah, I think it comes from this. So I have no background in urban planning or anything. I just been playing City Skylines for like since it came out and looking at this sort of thing. So what else was interesting from this round? I don't think there was, like, it was more interesting in the news. I feel, okay, let me hide this first. Let me get the article out and then we can look at it. Draft master plan. Which one was the interesting one? Okay. So this is usually the first point of like where I find it, is that every 5 years they will start putting out things of like, oh, this is a new neighborhood that they're gonna redevelop, and then they'll be like, oh, how many new homes are gonna be made, all of those things. So here we go. This is the key one that they tend to highlight. It's like, oh, which new neighborhoods are coming about, right? And so we have this airbase thing, that has been marked for like decades to be like, oh, it's gonna become a new neighborhood once they move out. It's still about 5 years away from happening, but they're still saying that that's like happening. This thing is new, this shipyard thing, and they are turning our former like horse racing course also into a housing neighborhood. So that has been vacated already. So they're gonna start developing that. And then they will show like all these sorts of things of like, oh, here's a utopian like example of what the place might look like and stuff like that. Lots of words. Okay, this one's near our main like shopping belt. So remember Orchard Road I was showing you? So behind it, there's currently an open piece of land. They are planning on building something there. And then this one, I'm not sure where this is specifically. But this is supposed to... Oh my, it's so low res. This is supposed to be what's going to be built on top of the former raceway. And then this one's cool. I like this one. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing this come to life. But it's a shipyard, former shipyard area that hasn't been vacated yet. So right now, if I... Let's see. It is currently looking like this. This whole place. So this whole place, like where there's this right now, is supposed to turn into this. Which I'm like, okay, interesting. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but have fun. And then this airbase is... So the airbase... This entire airbase is gonna be turned into a neighborhood as well. And fun fact, this is actually the biggest like IKEA that we have. It's right next to it. So it's right next to the airbase. So there's gonna be like an entire town in this part in the future. And they've already said things like they're planning to repurpose former buildings. They might turn the entire runway into like a boulevard. Some of it might be pedestrianized. So it's just interesting to like look at, I guess, whenever they release it. Anything else interesting? Oh yeah, and then they will announce things like, oh, there's a community hub and stuff. Yeah, oh, and then yes, they're gonna build like a business center and things. There's a lot of words and political things of like, oh, look at us, we're being a good government for you as well, but anyway. So are they moving the shipyard area to the former horse racing track? They're actually not. So they're just developing it into houses. So this is just being vacated. There won't be a shipyard here anymore. It will be centralized all in this part of Singapore. So all of this is now an industrial area. The horse racing track is also just going, like we won't have a horse racing track anymore. This is the horse racing track. So this is just gonna become a housing area with no replacement. And that airbase, so our actual international airport is this one. So that one's staying. Like in fact, they're expanding it. Do we see this entire stretch? This whole section is the currently being built Terminal 5. Which only started like last month. It's going to be ready in about 5 or 10 years, I think. But it will be the size of our current airport, like the entire 4 terminal area combined. So that's going to be the entire of Terminal 5. They're building that now, which is crazy. And then this is actually a military airbase. So they're just moving it over to like next to the airport. So it'll be over here. So that's what they're doing. So this isn't actually like a passenger airport. It's a military airbase. And it's actually quite annoying because of how close Singapore is to Malaysia, right? So when the planes take off here, and they are like military jets as well, so you can imagine how loud they are. Because of this border, they actually have to make a very dramatic turn. I feel like it's this way, but I'm not sure. Or this way. But when they do this turn, right, it affects everyone living in this area. So it's really noisy at like 2 PM and 7 PM. If I lived here, I cannot stream. Is what I will say. I used to live kind of near it, like further down, somewhere around like this area. But even then, I could hear it just from here. So I'm glad that they're getting rid of this thing, because all these poor people having to move, having to hear that every day is terrible. But yeah, so just... I don't know how... We always end up in it. We always end up just randomly sharing about Singapore's areas. Changi's already pretty big. Yeah, it is. So they're intending for the total capacity to be like... is it 150 million? Let me see. Changi T5. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna end up. We've gone down this rabbit hole. Let's just keep going. Oh no, this one doesn't have images. Let's go for future developments. There we go. Terminal 5. Why does... okay. So... there we go. That's gonna be like some people mover system thing. They only showed this design like last month. But this is going to be the design of the new space. One thing I really love about like, it's one of the things I love about Singapore. There's a lot of other things I don't, but the one thing I will never criticize Singapore for is the airport. Like, it's my favorite place. And it's just everything about it. The vibe is always on point. Like, I feel like a lot of other airports don't have that sense of warmth and coziness that Changi Airport has. And that's the one thing I will never criticize about this country. But everything else, I'm happy to criticize. But yeah, so, okay, where were we? We were supposed to be building. Here we go. Okay. Anyway, so, back to half terraformed areas. We're gonna keep going with the terraforming and doing this. Okay, so I did kind of glance and see what Granny said about the terraforming. Let me show you an example of what we're doing. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is at least mark where we're gonna create, right? So I'm doing level terrain tool, right click at here because I just wanted to follow along with this, right? And then just once I've right clicked, it's gonna follow this terrain, right? So as you can see, if I'm holding down left click, it's following it. So then I just draw to fit. And that's all I'm doing. So as long as you do that, you should be able to do fine. Like, this obviously ignores anything else, like if you want to change the actual mountains and stuff. But just for marking out places to reclaim, that's all the steps actually. Okay. And then I'm just doing that now in reverse, right? So we're just trying to see how to mark it out, because ultimately harbors would be kind of sheltered within a piece of land. So looks like such a lovely airport. Ezzy, have you been? I'm curious, because I've seen Western Sydney's new airport. Looks very nice and clean as well. But I'm curious what that looks like in real life, because in pictures, while it looks nice and clean, it looked very flat. And so I hope that's not how it feels in person. Because other than that, the design of it's very, very nice. Okay, there we go. So reclaimed areas. Let me reclaim this as well. Okay. You don't go to airports. How will you ever make it here then? There's no boat from... Actually, no, there might be a boat, but I've never looked. Like those cruise ships, maybe? You might make it in that way. Okay, so reclaim land, right? And if I bring in our... So our train line is going to be elevated. Ooh. Local train station, train station. Oh, actually... Oh no, I might not be able to do an elevated train line because we don't have the option for it. Okay, what we will do for central train station, local train station, what we will do for now is we are going to place down the normal on-ground train station with the intention of elevating it the moment we have the ability to, in terms of assets. Okay, so wait, let me just check that this one is the one I can upgrade. Yes, okay. So I'm going to add extra platforms to this, just in case. Modern train station entrance, and we can have the subway interface. Oh, that actually makes life easier, because then the red line can just go along this thing. Okay, so let's say that we put it somewhere. I don't want the train line to like be too disruptive to the scenery. So let's say here first. Right, and then just so I can align it, I will put a 4-lane divided road. We will go like this. I can't duplicate in this game, can I? I cannot. Okay. Local train station, let's say around here. And see, now I'm glad I haven't done the highway, because as you can see, this would have been already in the way. Extra platforms. Oh, platform roof. That's what I forgot earlier. So we're gonna place everything actually. So platform roofs. There we go. Right. So this will be like a stretch of the rail line. The subway for the red line. Oh, actually no. Wait. I want the red line to be elevated. Elevated subway station. Modern metro. Modern subway. Modern subway station. Okay, hold up. So maybe the red line needs to go from underground to elevated, given this arrangement. And then... But it wouldn't make sense. Okay. Change of plan. I will not add the subway interface directly to the train station. This again is just the limitations of vanilla. If this was Montai, I would be able to make my own like custom version of the angles and stuff. This is the tricky part about playing vanilla, is that you have to work and conform to these kind of like limitations. So let's say 2 of these. I don't actually want the other 2 like platforms now. Delete? Oh, I can't do like an individual platform. That's annoying. How many platforms does the central train station have? Oh, it has way too many. Train station, local train station, train station. Okay. Subway interface, extra platforms. I might just use... What was it? Extra platforms. 1, 2, 3 lines. Not my favorite, but okay, let's go with that. Because it does reduce it by 1 platform. So I'm going to delete all of this first. And then just place it also here. Right, so we've got the stations. Subway interface, it still faces this way, so I can't do it. Should I just place the subway is my thinking. Because the ruby... So I'm trying to refer to the map we were drawing earlier as to how it intersects. Okay. What I might do is red line will be underground here. It will be on ground. Oh, this will be very complicated. It will be on ground. I actually can't do it this way, now that I'm looking at it. Okay, I have a potential idea of how to fix it. So if we rotate it this way, so the track connects this way, and then the subway can be on ground, modern subway, here we go, here. Right, so that's technically still aligned, I hope. Aligned enough. Like, you wouldn't notice it once it goes underground, but it's aligned enough that I can do -20. Okay. It'll be slightly off, but that works. So, the red line goes from on ground to underground over there. I guess it's also okay that it is slightly rail specifically because this area is near the industry, so it will have that industrial vibe to it ultimately. So maybe okay, we'll leave it for now. I might leave the option open for it to stay above ground. But this will do for now. Oh, but the good thing about the modern subway station is that I can do this. Look at this fancy roof. Oh, and apparently it also has an underground subway. Interesting. So, that's the above, like, on-ground situation. And then it will then transition towards... Let's see. 360. There we go. Oh, that's really far actually. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. Okay, it can't be that far apart. We need to like reduce that. Wow, that's like, right. So this comes with the modern architecture. I don't know if it's DLC or free download, but it comes with a DL, like it's an extra thing. So just check whether it's in the region packs or you have to get it from Steam. But I do feel like modern architecture and... what was it? Urban Promenades has some really lovely modern buildings, if that's a style that you build in. Snapping. There we go. I feel like in terms of the connecting of these two stations in-game, it's not gonna work well. Because the people are gonna come out from this road and then try and get over to the other side, and I don't think it's gonna work. Might have to do some fun, like, funny underpass situation. Subway track, yes. Oh my gosh, that's not even like 180 degrees. Terrible. Can we do walkways? We can. Not as well integrated as the mod I was using in Montai to add like all sorts of different platforms together, but it will work in terms of function. Okay. I haven't actually checked if Montai is still working since I got the computer back. I should. Like, I should really check so that we know whether or not we can continue the series. I would like to. Because, like, playing vanilla is fun, but there's also a layer of the customization that I would like to be able to do that vanilla isn't providing. So... right. And then this bit where we go over the highway. This is interesting. I've never actually had a layout like this before in a city, where it just goes over a highway and then back down. Okay. And then it will do its own thing, like it'll find a way around. Let's say it goes... So I won't place the stations in between. Yet, because I haven't decided what I'm gonna do in this area. But let's just say it goes roughly like this. Then it turns back round. Somehow. And then turns around again. Where is the train line? Here. Oh, I have to get rid of this road. Sorry everyone, your express connection across the area is gone. Which you don't need anyway, you've got a road there. Been meaning to delete that one for a while, I just haven't. Okay. 180 this way. Okay, so very bendy for now, but we'll see if that remains the final alignment for this metro line. But at least this way, if we bring out this subway line tool and I drag this line out, our red line can go all the way here. Ta-da! So we've got our first two connections already, which is great. So at least for now, that serves the area. Let's save. Thank you, Ezzy. I appreciate that. So wild to you because this seems like a game full of customization. There is definitely customization, but there's also some restrictions which is annoying. It's not like Planet Zoo where you can really just place things everywhere. Like, I don't really like the grid system, this thing, because it's a bit limiting. It would be nice if I could place buildings or like, even if it wasn't to the extent of the modded one, at least after I place down a building, if like what I wanted to move it a bit, that would be nice. But we're restricted in that sense. My Milo's gone cold, as usual. Okay, but there we go. So, because train line 1 now has like a super long what's it called? Super long route, 18.8 kilometers. Okay, it's increased the frequency for me. Let's do 4 trains. I'm actually curious. Let's follow one of it so we can see how long the distance is. Please don't already go there. Where is the nearest train? Here we go. This one. Right, so on this evening rush hour, let's see how this route goes. So this is the normal area. We've been like through this before, the city center area. We go from Redway's Realm all the way to what was formerly Beechwood West. Oh my gosh, that was hard to say. Okay, oh wow, the train's so slow today. Speed up, train, speed up. Okay, we'll just speed up this bit. And then from Beechwood West, it goes all the way to Beechwood East. And then there will be an in-between from Beechwood East to the new area. Okay, oh, it didn't even stop. Okay, cool. I think because it didn't add another stop. So off we go. The train's going. So there will be neighborhoods in this area. The train feels very slow today. Yeah, we will definitely need the regional train because the subway is really slow. It's gonna go from this area. And then there'll be a stop probably somewhere here, like where the train currently is. And then it will keep going. It'll go across the highway and then there'll be a stop somewhere here. Why are there already 2 passengers? Who is going to our unbuilt new neighborhood? Probably the workers. Okay, and then there'll be a stop somewhere here. It will keep going. There'll probably be one more stop right before the highway, maybe this bit, before it starts to elevate. And so it will serve like a future neighborhood in this area, potentially. And then, if the train could go a bit faster, please. We are going faster than a bus, so that's a good thing. Oh, also I read something on Reddit earlier about this game where it could potentially solve our homelessness problem. I'm gonna try and change our bus tickets for going out of the city to 0 and seeing whether that helps. Someone said it helps. Okay, so it comes over to this new town. There'll be a stop there probably before the turn. It will turn. And then it will go down. And that will be the fancy diamond metro stop thing. Ta-da! That it will stop it. Let's see if there are workers here. Are you working at this station? You are not. Okay, so you're working at the other station, I guess. Okay, and then this bit is just like within the town. There are 2 different stops that the red line serves. And yes, I am duplicating the red line with the regional train here. More just cause I know within the town it's like redundant, but outside of the town, if say you're taking the regional train, the last thing I really want you to do is have to transfer just for one stop. So just let it go the entire time, I feel. Okay, so that's the entire red line. So hopefully as we build it further, people will finally start using it. Thank you, game. Okay, so bus line R1 and R2. Let's change you to 0. So free. Bus line R2. Free. Have fun. Okay, we'll see if that solves our homelessness issue. Right now, we have 498 people, and they are currently all in the parks. Because we saw this when we were in the business park area. Where is it? There are 58 people, 57 people residing in the park. So hopefully that fixes it. It is a problem with the game. Like the balance of the homelessness is still a bit off. Okay, but that is essentially the train situation we have now. Pedestrianization wise, see, this is the big thing for me. I don't want the trains to be along a road. Like, I mean, obviously it has to be along a road, I get that, but I don't want this experience when you come out of the train station to be the road, right? So, what we will do is... Okay, so straight away you can see how it's like, oh, we don't like it that there is no road. So to solve that, what I will do is... So it'll almost be like a little drop-off point situation. So it turns this way. And then 24. 24. Right, so you can see it creates a sort of plaza thing. Then, pedestrian street. So as you can see, and because over here technically it's a car park, I don't want that to be not realistic as well. So we can have it so that it does that. So technically we have turned in. Okay, and so for people who are arriving, they will actually walk this way, like past the drop-off points if they... Oh, sorry, wrong road. Past the drop-off points if they need to. This area could potentially be a bus interchange, maybe. Right, but they will keep going. Oh, actually, wait, let me think. I want a bigger... How far can I go before it says like, oh, we don't want people here? I can actually turn it quite early on. I thought it would be an issue. Okay. So if I, like, literally past here. 24. 24. 48. 24. 24. There we go. Okay, that still works, actually. Pedestrian road can join it if it would like to. The reason why I just did that is I have been using the pedestrian roads like this individually, but I want to leave a bit of green space in the middle so that it feels more spacious. We're not in the city center for this part of town, and so I don't really want it to feel so confined. So it could be like this, where there's a green space in the middle, there's more space to walk. Maybe even without a double, it could be a single. Could be like that. Where is the square? I can't tell. Okay. So, let me try this tool as well, which I've not really tried. Which is the parallel mode tool for pedestrian road. So, this is something you can use for any road. Basically what it does is when you click a road, it actually builds in the reverse direction for you. This is useful, especially for curves, because it follows the angle, so you don't have to be like, oh, how do I repeat this on the other side? And if you click on this, increase offset, it will space it out further. So what I'm trying to see now is whether... Oh, perfect. Okay, so it does the 3. So if I do this... 160, let's turn it this way. Okay, so this will lead us all the way. I hope that's not too long of a path. It will go all the way to the promenade area, like the key. Oh, and we can get to use the keys. Medium key with two-way road. Is there any like pedestrian keys? Can't remember. Narrow key with pedestrian path. Don't actually know how to use the keys. I guess that works. No, that doesn't. Okay, let's go with that. It's technically still below what I need. Oh. This key is made out of smooth concrete walls. If I put you here, does that work? No, it doesn't work. Okay, I don't know how keys work in City Skylines 2 versus 1. So we just work with it first. We'll have a lower key, that's fine. These people are super fit. It's an option for them. They don't have to walk the entire way. But at least, even if they're joining like halfway through the park, at least it's there for them, you know? Like, and from a visual point of view, it's nice that the city looks as though it's an entire like connected thing. Okay, the reason why I'm a bit about the key being this way is that, if we were thinking climate change here and sea levels rising, this will get flooded very quickly. That's why I'm like, oh, it's a bit short. Okay, I'll leave that first, at least so we have a visual indicator of where that goes. This does leave space here for bus interchange, right? So if I did local bus interchange? Oh no, it's huge. Bus station, that's also huge. Okay, it turns out buses are bigger than we thought. Okay. Bus. So you take up that much space, that's crazy. So maybe the buses have to go this way. Invalid shape. Why? So the pedestrians are there. Okay, not this one. That one doesn't make sense from a walking point of view. This one... I don't like that the roads are there. Doesn't make sense. Extra platforms, bus service station. Okay. I might have to rely on my small bus station once again. Which is a problem, because as we saw from... Although actually, okay, wait, no. I'm thinking from big city point of view again, thinking that we'll have 1,000 bus stops. We won't in this area, so it's fine to use this. So... Oh, actually, let me use a tool that Granny likes using. A small... Oh, I can't use it. Small cul-de-sac? I can't use it, apparently, because the building's in the way. Sorry, Granny, I tried. I tried, but it didn't let me. Okay, so we have 2 bus stops like this. That will create its own thing. Right. And so that is our first little, like, area here. Right? My next thing is... if I connect it like this... Okay, so that's gonna be the little drop-off point thing. I'll change it to a single lane. Something can exist in the middle here, which I... I'm thinking what we should put there. Oh yes, actually, let me keep the train line going, because technically, this is not, it's not complete. Like, the train has to keep going past the water point. So, this will have to be elevated. Let's do 5%, like this. So, it'll be going that way. So, the road would, naturally, have to keep going up to maybe here. And then we'll do 4-lane divided like this. Okay. So there's a way for the people to actually get across to the other side of the rails. Which is here. Okay, because for this bit, it's all... Ooh. It's actually far enough that I could technically do an elevation, but just very weird. What we might do is somewhere in the middle here. I'm gonna increase. Oh, that's too much. 7. We're gonna make a fake little mound of hill where the train somehow miraculously cut through. And then on top of it, the road can go there. So let's say 5. There we go. And this can join here. So it somehow does that. That works for now. That's the problem you run into, you just demolish the building because you have to have a roundabout cul-de-sac. Okay, technically, if I needed to do that, right, what I could do is either move the building slightly, like what you just said, or I could do the replace with snapping off to create a bit of a gap here. Then, oh no, it's still too little. How far do I have to go? There we go. That will allow me to do it. So if this single lane also goes all the way to here, then that solves it. Ta-da! Okay, and then here, we'll have, oh, not a crosswalk, we'll have a wide sidewalk. Oh, I'm actually curious because we've not... So buildings need to go into the front, obviously. But if I do this with a little bit of a... Let's see if this is possible. I'm not sure. I want to create like a back alley thing here that is pedestrianized. And that hopefully buildings can... Okay, it technically can. There is a problem because now this is like a one-way cul-de-sac. Ooh. Okay, hold up. It might be possible. Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. And can this join? It can't join there. But it can join there. That's very weird, but we'll go with it. This is the experimental phase of this like part of the city, so it will be weird. It's a bit like, you know, the first areas we were building. I feel like at some point we might redo these parts, but the general bones of it will help us then start to structure the rest of the town. So it'll be fine. By the way, given that this is Punderland, do we have ideas of what we should name this part of town? I don't have any ideas right now. Something about puns and coasts might be good. So if you have suggestions, get them in. We will debate and discuss all of them. Extra platforms, taxi stop. Oh! Okay, I'll put one taxi. We don't have taxi stops actually in the game yet. I mean, in our city. What's this? Station services. Oh? Okay, we've got something here that connects to the bus stop, I guess. Okay, then, if I may put maybe some spruce. Thank you for letting me actually play stuff, game. Some, what's this, birch. There you go. Some bushes. Although, actually, wait, sorry, stop. Pause. We visibly, like, visibility speaking, from a visibility point of view, oh my gosh, what was that? The bus stop shouldn't be, like, hidden behind trees. Like, it needs to be able to be seen so that people know where to go. So instead of what I was doing, let's do this. Something still green, but not blocking the way, I feel. Let me place it. Okay, good. There we go. So at least that for a start. The colors in this game don't feel... like, they feel very bright compared to my temporary setup. I'm not sure why. Okay. This will be a temporary connection. Which, good news, Granny, I intend to use a roundabout for this part. So, place all of these down. Connect these bits up. Oh, I wonder whether I can just do a roundabout straight, like this. So, very large mosaic roundabout. We will do... oh, what's happening there? So, a 6-lane divided road. Going here. And then the highway can connect this way and this way. There we go. Very messy, but it'll work for now. So at least from this section, please have electricity. I think it's too far away from our main line, so it's not gonna create any. That's fine. We'll add some here, just for now. Electricity. Water should be fine. Highways don't carry water? Okay, I didn't know that. Let's do... what can I use? Water treatment plant. Oh! Oh, we've got water there. Water... how do I... I don't actually remember how to use, like, underground water. Water tower? No. Delivers fresh water. Extracts... which one's the one that extracts water? I can't actually remember. Extract water from underground deposits. Here we go. This thing. And a we'll do a Japanese water treatment plant just here. It'll all be here. It's okay. As long as no one complains about it, we'll work with it. Groundwater station. Thank you. Thank you, Misty. Yep, there we go. So, oh, and our roads aren't actually connected. What fun. Hold up. So, that is our areas all connected up for now, I guess, except this train station, which I'll switch off. Let's hope we'll get people coming here. And for a start, maybe to encourage people to come on by to the new part of town, which I still haven't decided a name for. We can build up something here. Let's say we will have... what should we have there? Something high density, low density. What's this? Boutique supermarkets. Boutique supermarkets. Let's try Southwest. I've not tried it actually. I'm curious what it looks like. So we'll play around with some of these and see what style of design we end up with. I'll also do... okay, and then you can have some Southwest offices as well. So just a bit of everything. You can also start having... oh, actually, you know what? No, the offices... maybe not here. Sorry. Sorry. Offices can stay this side. So here, and then on this side, we can put some housing. So some medium density. Or even mixed housing, I'm okay with that. Let's put some. So we've got a little bit of a population forming. Ta-da! I'll speed that up so that we have things moving. And so that kickstarts people needing to come to this area. I'll do something similar with this metro station, I feel. Like, do something to break up the pedestrianization. I do want it to not open up onto a road. So it's just that for now, to have people connected, we'll do it this way. Okay. Now, because this is... oh no, but the train station does have parking. So do I really need to provide more parking? I feel like the answer is no. But... let's say on this side... oh my gosh, what's with the colors? It's going all weird. On this side, I will provide a little stretch. Oh, it's too big. Medium, no. Small, no. none of these fit in the space I'm going for. It's quite a large bit of parking. Okay. We'll work with that for now. Oh, people have to drive through the pedestrian part for now. I'm sorry. Didn't think that through. Okay, there will be, like, there has to be a breakup of the pedestrian at some point. Because as much as it's nice to have the pedestrian thing, you do still need to have traffic go by. I'm gonna break it up here. There we go. They always want parking. I've actually figured out that sometimes I should just not listen to them. Because when you listen to the citizens, you end up having to build your city in a certain way, but you don't have to. Like, if they don't get parking, they'll grumble about it, but they'll just find other ways to get around. So, yeah, maybe that's the trick. The trick is to just not listen. Game colors seem to change with season and time of day. Yes. So the one that I don't like is winter, which is the one we're currently in. Okay, everyone, stop driving through there. I've given you an option. Go that way. Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna white sidewalk everything. Just so that people aren't just parking everywhere. I wish the default was that it comes with the sidewalk, because it's annoying that every single road I put down has to have this added on separately. Okay. No doubt I'll stop listening to them. Oh dear. Yeah, don't listen to your residents. Like, never care about them. Be... What was Granny? A nice dictator. Okay, so what do these shops actually look like? Oh, okay, this sort of building. I'm fine with it for now. It's not really the... Oh, but I like this building. This building's nice. The mixed housing. You know what? The mixed housing could go here. Maybe. Let's do more mixed housing. Southwest mixed housing. Right? So some mixed housing can go there for now. So you can develop. Do we have people using our metro? They better be using it now. We actually have a reason for the red line to go places. So if they are still not using it, I will be truly offended. Where is the nearest train? You've got 5 people there at the moment. Where's the next train? 2 passengers? Wow. Oh wait, sorry, we didn't add our stop back. Subway. Add here. Sorry, Beechwood East residents, I destroyed your train stop. But it's back now. Okay. So along this, I could... Oh yes, I can put them. Okay, good. So, urban promenades maybe? Oh, Japanese mixed housing. That's another option. I'm gonna do the Japanese mixed housing here. Just to see what it looks like. 5. Let's see. Will it give us a good vibe? We will also have the commercial zones. I actually can't do the commercial zones is the problem. See, I wish we had medium density offices and shops. We don't have that option. And that's bugging me because I can't put like medium density offices in this area. I only have the tall ones and I'm not aiming for the tall ones. Okay, Chinese high density. That's quite tall. Try again. Oh my gosh, it's even taller. Okay, nope. Chinese ones won't do. Goodbye. Northeast high density housing? Offices? Okay, that's a good height. Yep, okay, those are cool. High density businesses? It's a bit tall, but let's let it build and then I'll think about it. Okay, oh my gosh, people are just... They will never not park at places. Everywhere that they have the option to, they will park. Don't park anywhere here. This entire town is not for parking. Okay, but here we go. We've got people coming in. Quite a lot of traffic already. I'm gonna actually also just designate this area as the as yet unnamed coastal town. Coastal town. So we don't have a... We've got 437 residents already living in the area. How lovely, that was fast. Right, so 437 residents, 463 jobs. We're quite balanced at the moment, which is good. I am going to have a roadside parking fee in this area. Of 20. We'll have speed bumps. Because you don't need to speed in this area. You've got good transportation. No one should be doing anything overly quick. Hold on, let me just do... Okay, so the blue line will go this way. Right. Which means... Sorry, I might have to move you over here. We'll have a subway stop this way. No, let me place you here. Oh my gosh, that would have been perfect. You know what? Pause. Okay, I know technically we're supposed to place it. I mean, it's supposed to connect twice, but I want my station here. Let me place you, please. Overlapping items. How overlapping are you? Oh, because that station's there. Okay, Oh no. Oh no, okay, hold up. No. Wait, that can go back. I wish we had an undo button in this game. Every time I destroy something, it's like gone. And I have to do it again. Okay. Also, this is the wrong way around, which is kind of annoying. There, enjoy. Right, I forgot that I did want this novel idea of the blue line station being elevated over the train tracks. That's what I wanted to try and do. So I put you here. Oh, sorry, houses that we just built. You have to be torn down again. Actually, wait. Blue. Unless blue goes here. Blue can go there. Okay, then those houses can stay. You survived. Congratulations. Right. District could be the Distal Anecdotal Coastal District. Or the Crystal Intercoastal Festal? Festal District. I've never heard of Festal. Okay, we can consider that. What are our thoughts, everyone? Do we have other contenders for... If you name the district, you get to be mayor. How about that? Is that a good enough incentive? Be the mayor of the coastal town. Suggest a good name. And it's yours. Okay, so far, Misty's in the running. She's the prospective mayor of coastal... What was it? Distal Anecdotal Coastal District. If you disagree with her the direction she wants to bring this town, submit your own name here. Oh my gosh, let me place down this thing. Track required. Yes, it's a station with a track. What are you... Oh my gosh, okay. Let's try again. Okay. So... Now given that... Okay, since this is a new initiative we are creating for the town, Who named... I think it was Rye that named Red Race Realm. Please choose a building over here. And it'll be named after you. You may choose a building in Red Race Realm, and we will... Like, there's the car park, there's the tallest building, there are some of the other things. We'll name something after you, and then whoever becomes the mayor of Coastal Town will get a building. You want that one? Whichever one do you mean? I'm not sure. Okay. We'll just go with the tallest one. It feels very on brand for you. Which, by the way, because she's never gonna shout this out herself. Where is it? Let me look for it. The person called Rai has released a new video in which, I should say, hi Tracy, welcome in. Sorry, just casually shouting out Rai. In which she says, Melvin creates nice furniture. What did she actually say? There's something in quotations that I was going to... Oh my gosh. That is Rai right now, being called out. Like, she said something nice about Melvin in that video. And I was like, whoa, okay, what's happening here? She's doing it for the views. Yeah, so that happened. This one. Okay. Oh my gosh. There. That's old news. I specifically pointed to the furniture that I actually didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Hi Shannon, welcome in. Have you seen Rai's new video, Shannon? If you haven't, let me post it again. Here we go. Definitely didn't just shout that out 5 seconds ago. But yes, okay. But we do have the blue line here, right? Ooh, how is this gonna work? This is gonna be an interesting sort of situation. So the blue line is gonna be a very twisty and turny kind of thing. Sorry, office, I know you just got built, but we've got developing to do. There we go, a very interesting sort of like loop situation on the blue line. And it will... Let me think. It'll keep going in this direction. What did I draw earlier? Yeah. Yeah, oh, I've actually reclaimed more than I intended. I think that's why the... Let me bring up this thing. So we see this diagram versus what I ultimately drew, like did. So the reason why like this doesn't, the blue line now doesn't feel like it's covering is because I reclaimed more than I intended. So okay, no, that's good because then the promenade can actually be bigger. So like green space will be more abundant. So it's sort of like that actually. It's what we were supposed to do. So that whole pit like part now can be green space. So that's fine. That's good. Okay, you can keep building. Oh, and everyone's still gonna be complaining about plastic. Or the lack of. Whoa, 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 whoa. All sorts of noises happening. Okay, but yeah, so blue line settled. At least the diagram for that settled. Okay. In case you're just joining us, by the way, we are currently running a mayor contest. A contest to be mayor. Based on the best name suggestion for our new coastal town. It has to be a punny name as per Punderland's requirements. But whoever comes up with the best name as voted by chat shall be mayor of coastal town. So if you have good ideas, we currently have Misty in the running with... Which one are we going with, Misty? You do have to choose one. Misty has 3 names. We will see which one she's competing with. And then whoever else wants to be mayor, you can suggest. Okay, so blue line goes there. Ooh, I like this building. Quite nice. It's an interesting mix of old and new, this region pack. Like the southwest pack. Okay, alley this way. There. No crossings. No traffic lights. No turning right. There we go. No turning right. There. Okay, so it's a one-way alley. And Oh my gosh, I actually just realized I haven't said my story for what I did over the weekend. Okay, hold up. Let me settle this, and then we can actually... I can tell you more about it. Okay, this is very on brand, what we did. What's this? 2-lane divided. 2-lane perpendicular? I have no idea what the difference is. Because some of these look the same. Oh, perpendicular parking alley. That's what we're going for. Yes, this one. Okay, there we go. Parking. Have fun. I'll actually break it up. Like, more space, hopefully. I don't think alleys... Oh, it can. Cool. Okay, then you can have a little office over here. Have fun. I said have fun. Develop. Oh my gosh. I think it's too small. Hold up. Oh no, okay, we're good. That's fine. Okay. Broken Locks Docks. Oh my gosh. Okay, Broken Locks Docks is in it too. So Misty, which one's the strongest competitor to Broken Locks Docks? Because I quite like that one. It's probably in the running as well. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going with these alleys. Like, we'll have some here. Oh, no. Okay, wait, I ruined it. Let me build things on this road, please. Can I build, please? Now it doesn't want me to build on this road. That's... why? The poor people who are trying to park as well, and I'm just constantly trying to change their road up. Okay, hold up. Oh, what went wrong earlier? We had it, like, fine, and then it stopped. Oh no, I destroyed it. Is it because I don't have these things? Hold up. Why? This makes no sense. Seize the bay. Oh my gosh. California cracked crystal waters. Okay, hold up. So we've got 4. Let's go with 4. So, who will be mayor? We've got... What's Misty's one? Semi-postal, bi-coastal, coastal. We've got Broken Lock Docks. We've got Seize the Bay. And we've got... Where's Granny's one? Cracked Crystal Waters. Okay, there we go. Please choose who shall be the mayor of this town. Oh my goodness, while I try and fix this zoning situation, hold up. I'm not impressed by what's happening with this road here. I'm just saying. Cause why is it not letting me build? Let me build. Okay. So does that work? If I put you like this, and then I put the road back, will it let me? It better not destroy it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's a compromise I will accept. Right. Oh, semi-postal, bi-coastal, toastal is in the lead. Currently. Okay, I don't know what's happening with officers, but it's not happening, so... Oh, although, they could go here, I guess. If they're willing to build. I don't know if they will. We shall see. Okay, we also have Seize the Bay. Currently. Getting votes each. I'll leave this until I feel like naming the town, so feel free to just get your thoughts. Oh my gosh, we've got people. Hello. Welcome everyone to the new unnamed coastal town of... Have no idea which one. It will be one of them. Okay. Please have people taking the trains. 47! Look at this! People are using my metro! The very long metro, but still. No worries, Misty. Just love it when I have to. It's like Tempton. Like now that I have to say it, it's a nightmare. But semi-postal, bi-coastal, toastal. It's almost we're not becoming Punderland anymore. We're becoming Alliterationville. Because we've got Rat Race Realm. Now we've got this thing that might become the name of the town. It's just Alliteration Central. Alliteration Central. That needs to be. Where is it? This central like train thing. Alliteration Station. Alliteration Central? Alliteration Station? Okay, it's just gonna be Alliteration Station for now. That's fine. Because what's the definition of a pun versus alliteration or something that sounds funny? Like, I don't know how to differentiate between all of these. Oh dear, what's this? Low density Eastern European business. Once residential places, these buildings have been repurposed into fully commercial buildings. Let's place one down. I'm curious what that looks like. Have fun. Okay. Off you go. Right, so our little coastal town. Ooh, very well balanced. We've got like equal proportions of residents and workers. That's good. Now I will add a little... Let's see. I want to do... Because I find a lot of times with the city, when you do developments like this, then the middle gets very... It gets like very squeezy, so I want to create some green space. Right, so that can be... Ooh, just destroyed all of our work. Hold up. There, I hope that, yes, that connects perfectly. So we've got one-ways that create this little loop. But in the middle is actually greenery. So that way we keep some open space. What did I do? Oh, no! Wait, I just made a, like, don't turn right everywhere. Wrong. Wrong. I don't know why I did it too, but it's just... Don't do that. Wrong. Meant to do wide sidewalk. There we go. Okay. Oh, and everything's just got destroyed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Build again, it's fine. Back from clipping, see Discord. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Azzy. Oh my gosh. Please build. Oh, it's this way now. Okay. Oh. Why? See, let's try again. Do buildings just not build on two-way roads? I like one-way roads? What if I just start from here? Will you work? No, now see, nothing zoning. Why? Let's try a two-lane road. This zoning thing is a bit annoying today. Hold up, let's put it back to what it was. And then see if it works. No, now it's completely not working. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Oh dear. There we go, now that fixes it. So it was the alley that was causing issues. If I then do... this... Okay, it was also this road causing issues. So if I free it all up, this bit's fine. And then... Southwest mixed use, this thing. Okay, see in City Skylines 1, there was a way where you could disable grids being created when you drew roads. I can't remember if it was a modded thing, but it definitely would have prevented an issue like this from happening. Because see, now I have to like just draw everything again, which is kind of annoying. Perpendicular parking alley. Actually, maybe the parking alley should be here. So underneath the train track. So that way, it frees up this bit being usable. Usable space. Nope, doesn't like it. It won't turn. Oh wait, no, that is attached to the, like here. Okay, no, that can be used. Ta-da! Okay, good. So these are the Eastern European former houses turned into shops. I actually quite like that. We'll go with that. Hello, Karina. You seriously wish you had a better computer so you could get this game? It's so cozy to watch. I hope it comes out soon on, like, the consoles that they claimed it was gonna come out on. It was supposed to. Never did. Half of the things that they claimed will happen. Will happen. Sorry. Will happened? English. Never did, so far. The one I'm waiting for is the asset editor still. Like, where you can make custom vehicles and buildings and stuff. But that has been, I think, pushed back till not this year, after 2 years of delays, which is not a very good look. Look, Granny, more places to put roundabouts. I guess Coastal Town's gonna become Roundaboutville. There. Oh my gosh, more people parking. Still. Okay, you can have 5 parking lots there. That's the limit of what I'm doing. No more parking lots besides that. That's not... Yes, okay, use up more of the space, please. What's this? Why is this here? What was that? You finally have over 16 million in the game. Lovely. It really helps once you have a surplus of income. Then you can really just build as and when you like. Like, we were at 55-ish and we were able to... Oh, for the first time, we're going under. Like, we're at 55 and able to unlock all of this because of it. Karina doesn't feel much better. Oh no, Karina. Get some rest. No worries if you do. Oh, if I like... Yeah, no, that's okay, Karina. We understand. If anything, we'll make the vibes even cozier so that you can fall asleep. Okay, but yeah, so this is gonna be like a linear park again. So us and our linear parks in this town. Oh, it's 50. Oh, okay. It's 50, 10, 40 in the poll right now. Okay, I'm not complete, like, I'm not ending it yet, so if you want to still get your votes in, you can. But it is currently looking like Misty is becoming mayor of Coastal Town. With semi-postal, bi-coastal, toastal. Oh my gosh. Right, so that's Linear Park. We will do... just some basic decorations first. Where's that? The chunky trees. The ones that actually fill the space well. These ones. Then we've got London Plain. Okay, and then over on this side, I might do a whole row of that southwestern thingy. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so definitely you can see it's like lower rise this part of town. You're feeling very chill and relaxed after your stream. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Azzy. Thank you for saying that. You didn't end up recording right after stream again this time, did you? As long as you're not doing that, I feel like generally it'll be quite chill. Yeah, but it's if you decide, like, I'm gonna record. How is your schedule felt so far? I know we're only 2 days into it, but the whole like stream for the entire week thing, has that been okay so far? I hope it has. I like this building. It rebuilt again, but it looks nice. Okay, and then we've got this very random bit of space just because of a grid limitation. So I'm gonna do, like, again, more trees. If it lets me place it down, I'm not sure if it will. Okay, it is letting me. Good. It's actually more green space than I thought we would have in a coastal town. There's so much traffic. Oh no, someone's died already. You do need to record, but you don't have time. Oh my gosh. It's been good. Good. So hopefully this will help with your schedule. I don't know how you do it though. Like, I can't. How would I do like 5 straight days? The 3 days of Planet Zoo Dinkum thing that I was doing was already like sending me to places where I was like, oh my gosh, too much streaming. So I don't know how you do it. You know what? Maybe let's keep this two-way thing going. I like the idea of it actually. So this side can also be. Oh, wrong way. Okay. So it is. Oh my gosh, I hate when it does this. Oh, and I can use the parallel road tool as well. 4, 5, 6, I think. 5? Yes. Amazing. And then we can do... Ooh, I've never really used the parallel tool for anything like overly complicated, so this is new for me as well. 120. Let me do 120. Okay, 120. Going this way. Ooh, interesting. 120, 120. 160. Okay. There we go. How fancy. You still haven't been able to try out Planet Zoo? That's okay. Like, you need energy and headspace and stuff to actually try it properly anyway. So I'd rather you just wait and when you're ready, try it. But you have to go to bed. No worries, Azzy. Thank you so much for semi-raiding, for being here. We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow on your stream. Okay. In that case, hold on. I might want to change your plan for the metro line. That blue line. Let's maybe do it where it's... one, maybe? Yeah, I'm trying a few different alignments before I decide. So it could go this way, or it could go this way. I do feel that's a bit too close to the coast. So maybe it will keep going the way it's doing now and stay on this side. Like where this two... Oops. It's like 2-lane, 4-lane? I don't know how it's counted in this game. But essentially, this way. The tolerance for like how close to the road it needs to be is so finicky in this game. Also because I don't really want it to be on the road. So maybe that's also why. Let's do... Undecided. Oh my gosh, it's almost 9 already. So again, if you're joining us from Australia, I'm about 2 hours. I'm basically in Perth time. So right now it's 8:50 p.m. for me. People, stop parking! I haven't even gotten a chance to like fix the road, and straight away they're like, okay, parking lot, let's go. It's not what we're trying to do in this town. Right, I hope so at least, depending on what Misty the mayor, or Vi actually. It's a pretty close vote at the moment. Okay, stop parking, oh my gosh. Okay, that looks less weird. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with alignment actually. We can work with that. And then let me see. If there's a way that it can do a connection to the road. I mean, it can. It definitely can. It's more, I want to make sure that it connects without me having to do some like weird alignment of the road. So where's that? That is this way. Oh. There. Okay, something like that. And then it will... connect to this thing. Am I overcomplicating it? The answer is probably yes, but it's okay. We will live with it. You have to remember that when you message me in the morning, it may be but like 8 but it's 6. Oh, I mean, even if it's 8, I won't be awake, so you're fine. Most of the time. Except today though, I was up a bit earlier today. I say up a bit earlier, I meant I set my alarm a bit earlier, but clearly I was not up. Like not awake enough to actually be present anywhere. Okay. We should just keep going with the pedestrianization. I feel like more pedestrianization is not a problem because we can always remove it. And it just means more connectivity everywhere, you know? Okay, but yes, so blue line is gonna look something like that. There's gonna be a zone here, served by the train station. I'm liking it. Right, so coastal town. Whoa, we suddenly have 753 residents. Okay, last call for your votes for who will be mayor. I will end the poll when it's 8:55 for me, which is in 2 minutes. And then we'll decide who gets to live here. Mayor candidates, if you are around, please stand by and let me know which part of town you intend on setting up your building. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, people are walking on the road. That's not right. Unacceptable. Okay, I'm gonna remove this because this is literally underneath the like metro station, train station, whatever it's called. What are you? You are a southwest low density business. Okay, I might change you. Stop. To a this one. I like this one. So a bit of you can be that. There we go. 2 different types of buildings. Misty standing by. Thank you. Maybe as he went to bed because she realized that like she conceded defeat already in the mayor contest. That just like, there's no point staying up, it's fine. It is what it is, I don't know what to tell you. And so off to bed she went. She'll be back for the next political contest that we hold. But tonight was just not her night. Okay, and what I might consider doing is over here with this road. This might be where I put a tram track. So, because earlier we were considering, right, do we put a tram? Do we not put a tram? Oh, but do I want it sharing the road? Maybe not. Maybe next to it or behind it. So like here would be where the tram goes, and then eventually we'll have it go along the coast. I don't think the tram will get much usage, but we shall see. Ooh, what is this building? It has like a hole in the middle. Wait, how does... Can I use photo mode? This. Let's take a look. So that's a very narrow view. Sense focal length. Let's do... Okay, that way we can see better. So inside this building, if we walk through this, wow, it's actually detailed. Ooh, like a little courtyard, I guess. Fancy. Okay, the lighting's going all weird, but... Okay. It's also 8:56, so let's end the poll. And Mayor-elect Misty Vale Gaming, congratulations for winning the general election for Coastal Town. So wait, where am I gonna name it? This is gonna be... Semi-postal, bi-coastal, toastal. Thank you, Mayor Misty. Where would you like to be based in town? Considering we did destroy your apartment previously, I feel like this is the redemption arc we were all expecting. But yes, let me know where you would like your... where you would like your new residence or office or whatever you'd like it to be. And we'll make arrangements. This is hilarious. Fighting for unjust residential destruction was her campaign message. And it resonated. Okay, but we need more direction, Mayor Misty, because most of your town's not developed. Oh dear. On the coast. Actually, wait. There is that... Where is it? It's under police, I think. There is a... Japan Welfare Office. Let me see which one makes sense for this area. There's the community kindergarten. That sounds very... very fitting for their political system that's under administration. Health and Welfare. Welfare Office. Welfare Office. Citizen Service Center. Okay, that's too... The rest are too huge. What's this? EE. Okay. So, the Health and Welfare Office we shall locate over here, I guess. Oh, let's put it here. So no one can currently access it because it's on the wrong side of the road. But this is gonna be Mayor Misty Vale's Gaming's.
This is an emergency broadcast to
Oh
all
my god.
citizens. The city healthcare services are reporting citizens falling ill from tap water that seems to have been contaminated by an as-yet unknown source. All citizens are advised to boil all tap water before use or cease using tap water altogether until the situation is resolved. Seek medical attention if you are suffering from sudden headaches, fever, or stomach pain.
Oh my god, that's new. Oh my... Mayor Misty, you have problems in your town already. Also, Sam, thank you for the random. Perfect timing given that Granny just did this. That freaked me out because I thought there was a jump scare or something. Because previously, they would just do that normal report of like, oh, the city is experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge da 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 da. But that was the first time I saw a breaking news report. That's scary. Okay, but yes, we have a problem here because the water treatment plant and the groundwater pumping station is in the same place. So I think one's polluting the other. Yeah, it's causing problems. Okay, let's move. We'll just move it here for now. hopefully that solves the issue. We are also gonna do a filtering system to hopefully alleviate the problem. Oh my gosh. But yes, have a good night, Granny. You're wide awake again, I'm sure. Oh no. Misty's new town. Oh my gosh, all of it. Okay, hold up. We can fix this. No more water pumping station. We'll have a... Oh, it's actually fine though. This whole part's okay. Groundwater pumping. Oh, no. Okay, that bit's polluted. We'll do a... advanced pumping station. Just, I don't know, somewhere. No water. Oh, it has to be against water. Okay. I see. Just have a water tower right next to Misty's offices for now. That's fine. That works. Just for now. Oh, it just needs to be a water pipe. There we go. That should solve the water issues. Oh my gosh. Someone died because of it. Jacqueline, I'm sorry. We were electing a new mayor. There was no one in charge. Okay, no, but that is actually a fair point. We should have a clinic in this area. Because at the moment, we don't. So, just here. For now. I'll probably move it. I don't really like that it's there, but... it will survive. It will suffice for now. Okay. But yes, we keep developing on behalf of Mayor Misty. Hopefully without killing her citizens. This might be a touchy subject during the next election. When people accuse Misty of poisoning the people who brought her to power. Okay, oh my gosh, how much of this space can I not use? Oh, it's spring! We've got nice colors again! How lovely. Okay. Oh my gosh, and look at people actually using our subway. 22 people. So I'm just gonna follow our train. Oh, where's our train? I'm gonna follow our train for a bit. Just so we can see. Okay. But I like it so far because there's a lot of open, like, linear space, right? We haven't even developed all of it, but you can imagine, like, this central part is gonna have the greenery. This bit has greenery. This bit's gonna be connected, and then we've got the whole promenade. Like, this is the good thing about building in an area without the, you know, the city center-ish requirements, is that you have more space to work with, and they don't have to be higher developments. Most people don't know that Misty's full name is actually Misty Send People to the Veil. And gaming, while gaming at it, like while you're at it. Look at this station from the inside, that's lovely. It's so detailed. Okay, we just finished our Milo, everyone. 2 hours in, 2.5 hours in, and we finished it. Okay, our 14 passengers are heading out of, what was it? Semi-postal, bi-coastal, toastal into the real world. Your World of Warcraft character has that has that name is a Death Knight, so an undead. What did we do? Oh my gosh. Actually, wait. Does Red Race Realm... Okay, Red Race Realm isn't really a like a town, it's just an area. Okay, someone will have to be in charge of this area at some point, and there's gonna be so many zones. So that will be an election for another time, but there will be parts of the city that will be available for taking over, I guess. Oh my gosh, we haven't even fixed the resource cost problem, which is that I was supposed to build industrial on this side. I don't think we'll get to it today, because I'm just going to observe our city for a bit. That's the wonders of City Skylines, is that sometimes it takes a while for things to actually start moving. Makes for good content. Fills streams easily. 23 people are leaving from Beechwood East and heading all the way to Coastal, Bi-Coastal, Toastal. I think I missed a word. Something, something. Okay. Now we're gonna follow this one. Back into town. There's so much space. I love how vast City Skylines 2's map is. Because in City Skylines 1, you build up to maybe here, and then you run out of space. Like, up to where we were. But now, we really can go, like, so far. And the best part is so far, at least because I've never really played with not vanilla for the larger cities. Like once I reached about 50k, I switched to mods. But so far, I find that City Skylines 2 holds up in terms of performance. See, even at like, okay, we're at 35, so that's not a lot, but it's been quite smooth. See, even if I look towards that direction, it's smooth. Whereas previously, it would be kind of like slowing down. We will eventually get to that point. Because that's just the nature of a city builder, is that as you build more and more, it will slow down. But it's not like City Skylines 1 where it slows down till you can't actually do anything. Okay, everyone, welcome back to Semi-Postal, Bi-Coastal, Toastal. Semi-Postal, okay. That's where I got it wrong. There are still people actually boarding here, that's interesting. Okay, in underground we go. Cool, and back into town. Lovely. Okay, we need more trees for this area, I feel. Lines. Lines. There you go, just some trees to start with. Just rolls off the tongue. I know, every time when you need to attend an event for your town, just imagine all of the people in charge having to say it. Okay, someone's driving through the pedestrian-only area. Sports car, obviously. Clearly, could not be bothered to just drive around. Who are you? Aspen Carter. Moving in. Poorly educated, clearly. Okay. Oh, actually, on that subject, we do need a school for this area. So... Oh, that's actually a really tiny school. 100 people is probably not enough, though. Ruby Rock Elementary School. Ooh, that's also quite a reasonable size. Hold up. Let's see where we can put this. Where can we put a school? That would make sense in this area. I do actually like it being here, it's just there's no space for it. That's, oh my gosh, that's a huge school. Urban Elementary, Community Elementary, they all don't fit. Small Elementary. So only this one, but this one's like 100 students, so that's useless. Ruby Rock. Okay, I might just do it here. Ta-da! Welcome, students. Music house. Provision of an additional music room on the top floor upgrades the outdoor area and other recreational facilities for the school. Oh, okay. We'll go with that for Misty's area, I guess. That works. Okay. Then let's say that that's a little walkway next to the trams. And we'll do... I don't know, like this. Just for safety. Actually, it could go even nearer. Snapping. There, and we retain that 6th block. Treasy's heading to bed. No worries, Treasy. Have a good rest. Have a good night. He's even got a trailer. I hope it's not Grandpa Does Games. I can't say Granny because it's usually like Granny just follows along. Let's hope it's not that. It did say, wait, did it say Senior? Where did he go? He had nowhere to park, so he just had to leave. Let's see. Where did you go? Oh my gosh. That's the state of the person driving the car. After Misty... See, the police are here. Misty has sent them. Although, this doesn't come from Misty's area. Like, this police station comes from somewhere else. We don't have all of the services here. Okay, but at least we have a school. That's something. Oh. What was it? Okay, let's do... How's our balance of housing to businesses? Okay, we do need more that are like full-on business, I feel. So let's put some of these here. And I'll put one more here. Okay, so that will create... Oh, actually, sorry. We'll have to destroy you a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, good. It's still developing, thankfully. And this linear park can go here as well. It's really just breaking up all of the blocks with these things at this point. Is the theme for this town. It's just... Be inefficient in zoning. Is what we've gone for. Which I feel is actually good. Ooh, and then our 2 roads can connect together. There we go. Change them before people start using the parking. There we go. Oh, why is it doing wrong? Side, okay. And then just over here, I do want to change it so that it is single road will turn. This is gonna be not quite granny roundabouts, but I do want it to turn this way. So this becomes like the entrance to the promenade area, and then you could do some parking or something. I don't know. Medium stripe. Yeah, sure. We'll do that. Okay. There. And so maybe that will allow us to place one more. Let's try the southwest like low density officers again. Let's see if it actually works well. Oh, the only thing is that the school doesn't actually let you cross. You couldn't cross on the back of the school, but it's okay. That's fine for now. Okay, build people. We have demands. We have deadlines to hit. We want to get building as soon as possible. Get building, get done building, even. Okay. Oh, I never told my story in the end, and now everyone's gone to bed. Okay, I'll save it for the next time. For those of you who are still here, I'll just quickly say what it was, but I'll probably say it again next time so that like everyone can hear about it. Basically, I discovered, very on brand for us, right? I discovered that there's someone who actually does like model train stuff in Singapore. I say I discovered, it's actually Mr. Partner who found it, and he sent it to me. And so, like we went to visit his I don't know what you call it, because it's technically the shop, but it's also literally just his warehouse storage space thing. Because when you walk in, right, it's in a factory, like the kind of space that I rent, that sort of building. But you walk in, and it's full-on storage for all of the train stuff, right? But it also has the model, like the dioramas that he's built. So he's this German guy who has lived in Singapore for a long time, right? And he, I think, has been trying to get support for, like, to fund this idea of his, right? And so he's been doing that, and he doesn't have any lights or anything in that unit. So when you walk in, it's like all dark, there's no fans or anything, and then you just see all these random train things around. And then you just bump into him and be like, oh, hi, I'm actually the person. And he starts to run you through all of the things. And I never looked into model train stuff. Do I like trains? I'm not sure, actually. I've never considered that it was a feasible thing to do model trains in Singapore. Because A, we have small houses, right? So it's not something that you'd be like, oh, okay, I can actually set up a train in the middle of the living room and be happy. There is no space. Like, you barely have space to sit down, let alone build stuff, right? You don't have spare rooms as well most of the time because you're living with family, Asian situation. And then there's also just, I never thought that people actually distributed train stuff in Singapore. So to come across this and then find someone who's actually like genuinely passionate about trying to make this happen, he did like a model train situation for Gardens by the Bay, which is the giant conservatory dome thing here, for Christmas. So that was cool, and he's doing it this year as well. And he's trying to get funding to open up like a model train museum in Singapore. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds really interesting. So that's kind of cool. And like, I kind of want to venture into making a model train like set and like design something, because it kind of feels like City Skylines. It's that same concept of like design stuff, but you just have to do it in real life, so that's the more finicky thing. But I feel like it might be something that I try like getting into. It'll cost a lot, but it'll be fun. Like, life's not all about like just earning money, right? He says having not enough money most of the time anyway. Oh my gosh, yeah. But so, and I didn't know that there were all of these different kind of sizes of the, because it's scale models, right? So there's different names and conventions of like, oh, it's this scale versus that scale. So he was running through all of that, and it was so fascinating. So yeah, that was a good like way to spend. It was on Sunday actually, so the day after our our Dinkum stream. So that was fun. Really quite enjoyed that. So I'll be back, I think, after. I'm still deciding what scale to go for, because I left the space thinking that I would go for a certain scale, and turns out I actually have no space for it. Like, I have this IKEA round table that is maybe 70 centimeters diameter. That's all I have. So unfortunately, the one that I thought was going to be okay is actually too big. So I'm probably gonna go for one that's a bit smaller, and we'll work with that until I can justify more space being put aside for model trains. And for now, we will just live with doing it virtually. So this almost feels like, oh my gosh, maybe we should revisit that. What was that model train yard builder, I think, was the game I was playing. I should revisit that, just to remind myself of like how that worked before I commit to doing it in real life. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. But I love when there's all these random things that you can discover in Singapore, because a lot of the time, I'm not gonna lie, Singapore's not a very, like, it's not the kind of environment that's generally supportive of niche interests like this, mainly down to cost, I feel. Like, he was saying how for him the biggest problem is actually all of the money he's trying to like put into building up his museum goes into rent. And as someone who rents a space myself for my work, I'm like, yeah, I feel it. It's not fun. And by the time you pay the rent to do anything, like to even have the space, you're barely left with anything to invest into actually making your business that you really believe in, or like any kind of project that you believe in. And it makes it so that the risks of failure for any kind of interest or passion or things becomes so high that it really discourages any kind of, like, in a country where things are cheaper, or like at least access to starting up stuff will be cheaper, there will be a lot more people who would dare to innovate and like dare to try starting up a cafe just cause why not, you know? But here, it's not really that sort of environment. And it is a shame, because I feel like there are so many good ideas that are crushed because of this reality in Singapore. And yeah, I don't know. So that conversation with him just kind of made me, reminded me of that aspect of things. And it's sad. And I don't know. The problem is that politically, okay, I'm not actually going to get into it, but there is a political stability in Singapore that has pros and cons, one of which means that certain things will still work a certain way because that's just what's been the case for decades. And I do feel like this is one of those things. So, meh. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You think it's really admirable that you're still going, or really stupid? I feel like... No, I feel like it's a case of, I've dug the rabbit hole too far, therefore, I have no better option but to keep going. What's the alternative? Go into the corporate world where I have no resume and like expect people to hire me? I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening at all. Like, genuinely, I actually wouldn't... If I were to stop today and try and apply for jobs, no one will hire me. Even if I have skills and stuff, I don't know how to present that in a format that would be employable, I feel is my problem. Especially now that everything is AI this, AI that, and the HR people will go for proofreading of like, okay, hi ChatGPT, just scan all of these documents for me and then just tell me who's the best, right? And I do feel the value I bring to anything I do is that I do things differently, but in a way that's very hard to describe, right? And so AI is just not going to accept that. I've done tons of freelance work. I know, but that's the thing. It's like, I've not put it down into a portfolio or anything. And even then, I feel like, while I have done a lot of freelance work, I feel like in a corporate environment, they will be like, so what? You know? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Being like, giving all sorts of excuses to be like, I'm not fit for the corporate world sort of thing. But yeah, that's always what concerns me when I think about, if I were to stop what I'm doing today, what would I do? Right? But it's also why, I guess it's good as well, because it's like a motivating thing of, okay, you don't think that it's gonna work out if you do it the normal way, so this is every incentive to keep going and not let it fail. Although I will say though, like genuinely, I've been so grateful for the last month and a half where things have felt like they are moving a bit, and it's still not there. Like, I had the brief maybe week and a half where I was like, oh my gosh, I covered my rent using like Mornington House stuff instead of my freelance things for once. And then like 2 days ago, I was like, oh no, I forgot like this expense. Like earlier today, I suddenly remembered that my insurance for my business was due. And so all of that money has just gone out the window again. But that brief 2 weeks where I was like, wow, money moved was like such a refreshing change for me. So let's hope that keeps going. I don't know. I hope it will. Like, if anything, I gave it a good shot. Just glad that you got this this opportunity to create. I think that's the thing, yeah. So for me, even if I give up, like, because I gave myself till the end of my current lease to figure things out. If it doesn't work, I'll go and like make some money first and then think about it again. But even if I reach that point, I feel like I did give myself the chance to try, which I know a lot of people at my age and at like given my current stage of my career would have probably not given them like let themselves do. And so I'll be always like happy that I tried that, you know, even if it doesn't work out. The corporate world is pretty so-called. Yeah, I know. Like maybe, I don't know. I cannot see myself existing in that space. Which maybe sounds like a very privileged thing to say. Because, like, for so many people, that's just something they have to do. But for me, I truly believe that I can't. Like, I don't add value to anyone being in that space anyway. So, I don't know. I feel like my purpose and contribution and value to the world is to do things that are not in that space, if that makes any sense. And so why try to conform if that doesn't feel like something that you belong in? How do we go from model trains to like contemplating about life? That's kind of funny. Okay. But yeah, so we've got a little alleyway that have been created here. I'm going to add a few more. Let's do shops. They're very small shops though. They'll do for now. Okay, there. Have fun. Go. Maybe we chose trains as the topic because it's literally us derailing. I think that's what happened. That's what we did. Trains are the perfect segue. Yeah, of course. Trains are always the best. I saw a post on Threads recently, or was it yesterday, that showed like a concept art for a movie modeled after trains. Like it was the, you know, Pixar's Cars franchise. But it was like a what if they made trains. That was kind of funny. Because I just feel like they did cars, which makes sense. They did planes, which also makes sense. But if you did a movie all about trains, you're kind of stuck with they'd have to stay on rails. So how would that work? Like your world building will be so limited, I feel. But I guess that's why it didn't happen. Oh my gosh, look at that. Actual, like, deep circles of use. 15 people. It's still not a lot. I feel like it should have been more. Sorry, I'm just gonna pause the music. Oh, that beat actually comes from the music. I've never heard that before. Interesting. Thomas the Tank Engine wants to have some. Oh, actually, no, that's true. Actually, yes, you're right. No, that makes sense. Maybe it could have been feasible. Why did they cancel it? Pixar, why? Let me build up this last space. I'm gonna do... officers here. And then one mixed use here. So let's try one northeast zone. I want to see what it looks like. But yeah, so that way we have at least the start of the like semi-postal, bi-coastal, coastal west. I've lost track of... Oh wait, no, it's okay, it's this way around. It's south, I guess. So south has started developing. There'll be north. And then I know we were supposed to do it for today, but the industrial area will eventually be developed as well. And oh, actually, how are we going to connect to it? It's the blue line that's going towards the industrial. So this train line, this subway line, is going to keep going this way, I guess. Okay. Lots to do in this part of town. Sorry, that was a burp. Yeah, lots to do in this part of town, and then there's still so much to do here. This is gonna last us 200 episodes, I feel. Like, we're 8 episodes in. We've got a decent amount of traffic as well. I just wish they didn't use the cars. Like, we've got subways, why aren't you using it? Parking fee. Yeah, we'll just use the parking fees. Oh, actually, let's check in on, before we wrap up for today, let's check in on that going out region bus thing, English, and see whether it has fixed our homelessness issue. No, it's gone up. We've created free buses for you to leave the city. Please leave. Maybe it's because they're all based. Where's the homelessness encampments? They're just everywhere. Okay, we'll observe. Maybe it's just a part of the game's current mechanics. Why are you U-turning? Don't do that. Oh, this building's nice. Northeast. So northeast of US is like what? New York? I don't remember New York's buildings looking like this. Okay, but it looks nice. Oh, it really is a mix of like, this one does look more New York-y. This one does not. This looks like anywhere that's not New York. Clearly, I've only been like to New York City in the States, so I don't know anything else. I just know San Francisco is very hilly. Los Angeles has Hollywood, and what else? New Orleans has shrimp and grits. That's the extent of my knowledge. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this as a foundation. That works kind of like a quarter of the town already planned out, so that's good. Okay. Need a city full of Sems who would literally walk out. Oh my gosh. At this rate, maybe some of them are, and we just never noticed. None of them. I think my starting point is maybe too far away, and that's why no one's walking. Okay, but I think that we'll call it here. For oh my gosh, okay, that's another thing we need to do. We need to create the harbor so that these people can actually like dock here. But we'll do that next time. Thank you so much to everyone for joining me today. It was a ramble. It was a political struggle for some of us with the contest that happened. It was a struggle for me speaking wise. But yes, we'll be back on Saturday. Probably doing Planet Zoo actually. I want to keep going with it while we are inspired and while we're having fun with it. So we'll be back with that. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your week. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well, and we'll catch you soon.